Hey folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Louis Carlin, right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Shooting Up North, Instagram at Alliance PW Network, and feel free to join our Facebook group, the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Alrighty, so it is shout out time. I want to give a shout out to Joe Hosak. Joe, thank you very much for purchasing a super thanks comment. I really appreciate it. Joe Hosak, thank you very much. And if you want to purchase a super thanks comment just like Joe, you can do so on every video. You will see every video that we put up on the channel. You will see a few icons underneath the video. One is a thanks icon. Click on that icon and you too can purchase a super thanks comment. You'll get a colorful comment which will be added to the video, as well as you get a fun animation from what I'm reading, which will be above your the video that you purchased, a super thanks comment as well. And I think it starts like at $2 or $2.79, I believe, USD. So if you want to support the podcast and you want to purchase a super thanks, I'd be much appreciative. And you will get a shout out from me, just like Joe got. And there will be a credit page at the end of the video where your name will be on it, showing my appreciation as well. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Impact Wrestling Insider exclusive match review. This week, it's Trey Miguel and Laredo Kid taking on Black Taurus and Crazy Steve from Decay. So let's get into how this match, what took place in this match. So let's get into it. So Laredo Kid and Crazy Steve begin the match. We get two quick cover attempts by both Kid and Steve. Not even a one count, just quick kickouts. But there's a stare down. Kid gets shoved by gets shoved by Crazy Steve. Crazy Steve shoves Laredo Kid, and then actually Black Taurus from the outside clotheslines Laredo Kid from the back, and then Black Taurus gets tagged in. He choke slams. Actually, they double team Laredo Kid, choke slam Steve onto Kid for two. We get a lung blower by Taurus on Kid. Kid is in some trouble. He needs to get the tag. He actually hits a nice sunset flip power bomb, which was cool on Black Taurus. Finally, I should say, Trey Miguel is tagged in, as is Crazy Steve. Trey Miguel hits a nice succession of quick rapid fire moves on Crazy Steve. Steve is eventually able to tag in Black Taurus. Black Taurus hits a black backbreaker on Trey Miguel for a 2 count. Laredo Kid gets tagged in. He hits two big moves on Black Taurus for 2. Kid, Black Taurus, and Trey Miguel all dive to the outside in succession, which was a nice succession of moves. Kid hits a Spanish fly on Crazy Steve. That's the end of the match. Laredo Kid hits the Spanish fly on Crazy Steve from the top rope for the win for his team. So the winners of the match were Laredo Kid and Trey Miguel. This was a very good match. This was a very good match on Impact Wrestling Insiders. Good back and forth action. Both teams worked hard. Had some really nice spots. The succession of dives to the outside was really cool. Laredo Kid hitting the sunset flip power bomb was a pretty cool move. I always liked the top rope Spanish fly as well. So we had a lot of good moves in this one. Both teams worked hard, and they all worked really well together. Again, good back and forth action in this one. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the match, but I think this match should not have been on Insiders. It should have been on the pre-show, the Emergence pre-show, and the Deonna Purrazzo, Chelsea Green match against Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts tag team titles. That should have been on the regular show. So this should have been a pre-show match. I say this because this match, I think, I feel this match was put together to showcase more tag teams in Impact Wrestling. With the Good Brothers leaving, the Briscoes gone, they're not coming back. The Good Brothers most likely leaving. Taven and Bennett are going to be the next champions. That's my feeling, and we need some challengers for Taven and Bennett. So this was a tag team showcase match, and I think Trey Miguel and Laredo Kid. I think we're going to see them push as a tag team, and that's my feeling. I can see them as the first challengers to Taven and Bennett, and I think it will be a terrific match. I can see Crazy Steve and Black Taurus also challenging down the line as well. But that's what I think this match was. That's why I think it should have been on the pre-show, to so more eyes can get on it, because this is an insiders match. You have to pay to watch it. Well, to be honest, to watch Emergence, you would have to pay as well. So I'm kind of that's let me retract that. I'm sorry. So I think anyone that watched Emergence on YouTube would be able to watch this insiders match. But still, I think more people are more inclined to watch an event like Emergence than to watch an insiders match. That's how I feel. So I think this match should have been a pre-show match. But nonetheless, it was a very good match. I really enjoyed it. And also, I also think, by putting on the pre-show, I think insiders exclusive matches should showcase new talent. I mean, the last 2 weeks we saw one called Manders. Last week we saw Vargas. The week before there were some new talents. The names were escaping me, but I think the Insiders exclusive match should be exclusively showing off some new talent that could potentially come with Impact Wrestling and be stars. Because Mike Bailey against one called Manders, I love seeing one called Manders. It's one of the first time that I actually saw him wrestling. I was really impressed. And last week we saw Vargas. I saw Vargas for the first time, so I kind of like seeing some new talent. But nonetheless, this match was put together to showcase some more potential tag teams in Impact Wrestling. And like I said, I think Laredo Kid and Trey Miguel are going to get pushed as a tag team, and I feel they'll be the first challengers for Matt Taven and Mike Bennett when they defeat the Good Brothers for the Impact Wrestling tag team titles. So overall, like I said, decent match from 1 to 10, one being the highest, 10 being I'm sorry, one being the lowest, 10 being the highest. I give this match a 6.7. 6.7. Okay, we're going to leave it at that for now. Anything breaks, of course, I'll be back. But until then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye. And stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye bye.